over. But
no, you go over this way.
We
can't see OJ on.
We'd have been wrong to ignore him.
Make sure y'all stay true to the mics. Okay. All right, here we go.
It's gonna be good, man. Take these labels off, man, so it don't look like we getting sponsored.
Advertising and shit.
Right.
Thought you said.
Oh, come on.
Live. I mean,
I to listen to the show last night. The Warrior Report. It was epic. It was epic. If not, go back and check it out. We got Facebook. We got some problems here, but listen, man. If you want to find out exactly what happens when you mix holistic healing and papoose, right? You go back to last night's show, man. The Warrior Report. Other than that, welcome. We here today. It is the Thursday night edition.
We're back.
The People's Network presents Outlaw Radio.
Outlaw!
The show that love black people who love black people, right?
Outlaw!
I am Brother Talk to teach, listen, and learn your truth transfer engineer. Just a brother with a special perspective out here trying to use my powers for good. We got a sound check going on. We should be doing this ahead of time.
Sound check.
But that's all right. That's all right. My guy got a lot of hats on.
The black woman's lover, the black man's brother, the culture teacher, the hood healer, your holistic health and wellness coach. Peace. I love y'all. I love y'all.
Yes, sir. Why I feel a proverbial drum roll going on.
The juice is loose. What's popping, baby?
I don't have no rap. I'm just OJ Kelly.
It's the juice.
He OJ Kelly.
Shake that ass for daddy.
Yeah. He got a rap. He got a rap though. He got a rap though.
Uncle Luke. Uncle Zeus.
He said, "Shake that ass for daddy." That's his catchphrase.
Sure.
Yeah, it's OJ Kelly. Shake
that ass for daddy. Negro Whisperer. Tell us what's up, man.
Man, what's popping, man? Black America, Black Milwaukee, 414, stand up, North Side. Stand up, man. It's your boy, the world-class smart ass. I'm in the building. The militant with a microphone, the mouthpiece of the movement, a.k.a. the Neo, on a Thursday night from Revolutionary to Ratchet. The phone line is open tonight. The phone is on tonight.
The phone is on tonight?
The phone is on.
We doing call-ins, y'all. Y'all can talk. Y'all can talk. You got a voice. We brought a voice to the shit. Hey,
Mr. Telephone Man.
You want to be famous?
Come on in.
Yeah.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
They need the number though, man.
Hit like, hit share, hit follow. The number is 414-231-9982. 414-231-9982. It's Outlaw Radio. This is what we do. I'm very happy to be able to come back because the sisters bombed on me last night. Right? They bombed on me. I hope some of them sisters in the chat room tonight. I see you, my brother. I said, oh, G, Chuck, I see you, baby. I see you. Wiggy G, Keisha Queendom. Man, I see y'all. Hit like this, share, follow, man. Give us all the love and hugs, man.
Do that.
Shout out to 3041 North, 414-810-3131. Teamwork make the dream work. Black business all the time.
Yes.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Sure.
So if you have something that you want to present in terms of a business or a movement, some kind of methodology that can, result in some financial statistics, get with us, man. I'm not trying to get rich off of this. It's a labor of love, but it's damn sure labor. Who y'all want to shout out, man? Shout out somebody.
Man. Shout out Next Level Vegan.
Yes.
Shout out Sherman Phoenix. Everybody up there, Sherman Phoenix, the whole village. Peace, y'all.
Yeah.
Dante Chestnut, man. What's going on, brother?
Yes, shout out to DAMG.
29th Street, Capitol Drive.
Capitol Drive all day, every day.
Browse Riley,
Stop
MCK, SL.
Capitol Drive.
Kickball.
Capitol Drive. No, I'm sorry.
Hey, what's up, Dre, man? What's going on?
And Capitol Drive. Right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No, that's a
professional kickball.
Man, shout out to Rouse Riley. Look, Rouse Riley is he really supports the show, man, and I think we can do something.
George just bring his black ass down here.
Yes, he's been here. He's been here.
Yeah, we got ideas.
We
got ideas, George.
Not here on Thursday.
What's up, Aaron Brown? We see you out in Arizona. We see you, brother. Stacy B, Felicia Alexander. The call-in number is 414 on 9982 for the first time, you can really come on Outlaw Radio and spit your ism. Do what it is that you do. Please be respectful.
Show me love in Arizona.
That's the only rule.
I will hang up on your ass.
What up, man?
You show me much love in Arizona.
That's the homie, man.
Peace, homie.
It's Outlaw Radio, man, from Revolutionary to Ratchet.
I almost put my number on there.
Well, we already got one. We already got one.
Almost put my number.
Let me see what we got. Just for y'all.
It's history. It's the first call on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, you live on Outlaw Radio. What's going on, man?
What's up? How y'all doing?
All right.
We all right. What's popping?
This is Melly
Queen, what's popping?
What's up?
What's good? What's good?
How y'all doing tonight?
We holding on like a hubcap in the fast lane, but ain't nobody gonna complain.
Come up.
All right now. I had to be the first caller. See?
You are.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting.
You already Outlaw, my
for
sister.
sure,
You support hardcore.
Hey, what city you in? Where you at?
I'm in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you an official Outlaw. Outlaw Radio was in Memphis, Tennessee.
Just do me a favor. Share the show down there. Let them people know about that Mason-Dixon line. We up here trying to get this freedom.
Hey. well said, my brother.
Always. That's what I'm trying to do. But you know, they walking baby.
Yeah. We all fighting the same fight, right? You just gotta make sure you change your drawers. That's what my mom used to tell me.
Different weather.
But I guess.
Hey, who you want to shout out?
First call, I wanted to call in and tell y'all what's up.
Pee Wee, Charlie Mack, what's up, homie? Good.
You know, put me a segment in there. I can't handle it.
Hey, we gotta. You can get down with us. We gotta talk off air. You know we can't do no negotiations on the air, right? So
I know these.
Yeah. Inbox me. We friends.
No, man, they got me blocked on every page.
Oh, you done said some right. You must have dispatched.
I feel you, Queen. I feel you.
You must have said something bad about Papoose like I did. They shut you down.
No, I just speak the truth.
That's what's up.
I will never be quiet.
That's what you got to do.
My ancestors greatest.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Fearless.
Hold a dream, my sister. And you know, we always tell people, if your criticism of the black community outweighs your contribution, you probably a coon. So peace and love.
Never. I'm looking pay from them now right now.
Oh, we ain't gonna talk about that. Oh, hold on now. We're gonna have to put you on hold. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You might know, but ain't telling.
It's the birds before the war.
They want to call in and represent. Yeah, no doubt. Black Power, my sister. Hey, and shout out to your blog talk show. The what is it, Black Panther Corner? Oh, I think she
hit it. She hit it.
She heard you though.
That's what I get.
Sure.
Stupid niggas in one giant league for real niggas.
Yeah.
First call.
Yeah, man.
That was love.
414-231-9982. You can call in and get down with the Outlaws tonight. Brother Juice popping, man. You over there real quiet.
Ain't nothing to it, man.
Set up and show off your V-neck.
I don't want to. I didn't know that woman. I didn't want to get her riled up, by the way.
Why not? She's a caller. She loves it.
Yeah, I know, but she called in like, you know what I mean? Like she like Rusty Knives and shit. Like I don't want to piss nobody off. I don't want to do that. I'll be in Walmart by myself.
Okay.
Shout out to Kimberly Brown.
Yeah. London Brown.
Because she said don't call her Kimberly.
Right. So 414-231-9982. Let's get to it. Let's chew this up. Let's chop it up, if you will. The reason why I subtitled the show from Revolutionary to Ratchet is because of the examination of where we've gone culturally in this country. You have to understand that one time, show rights, right? And that was via legislation, but they were just social. And social is just scratching the surface, right? There was no real empowerment. As a matter of fact, that integration crippled us because we had black restaurants, we had black hotels, we had black insurance companies, we had our own economy, right? If you will. Yeah. And once they said integration, all those businesses went out. They went away to the point where at one point, I think it was in 1961, black people owned, in terms of owning their own business, was like 35 to 40%. When we flash up to where we're at now, in 2019, it's down to like 7%. So black people don't really own businesses. They don't really control and command money. Those that do have lavish parties and celebrate the fact that we buy their shit, i.e. Tyler Perry, P. Diddy, you $1 million party having ass dudes.
It should be it should be a culture where if you got so much money, you should be embarrassed to do certain things, knowing that it's people
suffering,
sleeping on the streets and suffering and hungry.
Black kids,
right? It should be certain things like, you know, keep your wealth inside. Like when you should be embarrassed at some point or another, unless you done opened up a school or you know what I'm saying, a grocery store in your neighborhood, whatever.
Right.
So
when somebody like Wack says Nipsey wasn't a legend, it lets you know we've gone from revolutionary to ratchet, because you got this stupid ass money addicted perspective that it's about how much money you got or how much notoriety you get from the white man, instead of understanding that this man is a legend because he stood for something which was economic empowerment in his own community. Right.
You know, niggas don't believe nothing you say unless you're rich or famous.
Okay.
Right. And then that's just what it is.
Or you white and have a British accent.
We love celebrity so much. You know what I mean?
Celebrity worship.
Motherfuckers love celebrity.
Like Papoose.
Niggas love shiny shit and noise makers.
Cornball ass.
Papoose, what is he famous for being famous?
He's somebody's husband.
He's famous for being okay.
He's known for being somebody's husband. Right? You're like, what are you, man? You're a handmaid.
People like that shit too.
Damn.
You're a handmaid.
People like that shit too. It'd be amazing me when you look at social media and people love to see other people's relationship.
Right.
And that's fine. Kev married. He got a little crib. He got a family and everything.
Right. Don't be telling my business now. Kev single. He been to strip club every night.
Again?
I love that shit.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, some people seeing that shit is almost like motherfuckers seeing somebody saying, I made it back from 2 tours of Iraq.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's having a relationship is a stepping stone to popularity or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And that put motherfuckers in a rush to be in one.
Okay.
You would accept certain shit just to be in one.
Well, you know, I think right now perception is the biggest thing, and
it becomes your reality.
We want to be seen a certain way.
And know everybody.
And it's all a false. It's all a false reality.
Smoke and mirrors. The Matrix.
So they make you think these celebrities are something when it's all just a fallacy. All you sisters who got mad because I called Papoose a whipped cornball. I did say that. And I say it again before I take it back.
Ooh, add something to it.
Yeah, right. I will.
Yeah, I add something.
Come on in. 414.
That was the stop.
231.
He doubled down.
That was
99.
That was the stop after he knocked
82.
him down.
He trying to stir some shit up.
He
inviting some smoke.
Say something.
He
Say
wants
something.
all the smoke.
Let me
Say something. I dare you.
In all fairness, because they was adding pretty hard last night.
Too much,
you know what I'm saying? And so yeah.
Well, that's because they don't want him to take away.
Okay.
No. Hell no.
Hell no.
I just came up the garage with that nigga. He don't do nothing as women want to do.
You just guessed right as a motherfucker, right? Yeah, no doubt.
That's what I'm here for.
Right. I'm against the grain, man. Like I'm a backwards wave, right? You ever brushed your hair real good, and when you looked at your hair, the wave was backwards. That's who I am. Not the regular wave, right? And I know y'all on YouTube, you probably can't hear the call.
Why did you just say you brush your hair backwards?
No, I said brush it right, and then the wave come out backwards.
Oh, I thought you said brush it backwards.
Go through the process. The result of it is something different.
Ooh, nigga, I was gonna say backwards.
Yeah.
Well,
shit.
Are you all right?
I'm good. No, don't worry about that. I got that. You ain't never had to worry about that in your life. I got that.
So listen, man, let me tell you, because I mentioned it to you earlier, man.
What we talking about?
I don't mean to change subjects when you ain't looking.
No, go ahead, man.
But with this impeachment thing.
Okay.
You was at me like, you know what I mean? Because I called it a dog and pony show.
You did.
And you seem to be taking this very seriously, right? Like this, you just seem to think there's some substance to this. This is not just a distraction while they legalize pedophilia or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So you believe in this?
In terms of the impeachment, I want to say this. I do recognize that it exists as a supreme distraction for us.
That's
right?
it. That's all it is.
It's a distraction. But check this out.
That's all.
First of all, I want my people to even chime in on this. 414-231-9982. 414. Somebody write it in the comments so people can see.
I think they serious business.
What? But it has gone through its processes. But the most steep hill is getting this over with the Senate, who I believe is majority Republican.
It's not going to get through the Senate, and Democrats knew it wasn't going to anyway.
But just to get it done.
No, to put that on his record.
Right, just to get it done.
Because now when they talk about it, the third president.
Who was the second?
Bill Clinton.
So did it matter? He served out both terms.
No, it didn't.
You didn't realize he had been impeached until 3 years he was out of office. What difference did it make?
When people didn't pay attention, like a lot of people don't pay attention.
Well, Clinton got some head. That's why he was on trial, so he beat it. This dude
he didn't beat it. He was impeached.
And I know, but he beat the charges ultimately because it was just about some head.
Like, what charge can you give a motherfucker for
getting head?
I'll tell you what Bill Clinton got charged with.
Trump has he's colluded with Eastern European
they got the same foreign
governments.
Clinton and Trump has the same charges. You can't lie to Congress.
That's true.
If he does get impeached, so what?
The problem with Bill Clinton was this: nobody knew that he was fucking with the bitch.
Did he?
So it was a surprise. So the news was he fucking this bitch.
I wonder how many times
he never had sex with her.
But people was like, I don't give a fuck.
Did he serve 2 terms?
He did. He beat them charges. He beat the impeachment. You're entirely
right. He was impeached.
I know. He beat it.
But the Democrats were talking about impeaching Donald Trump.
I'm sorry. So I'm misunderstanding you when you say he beat it.
He beat it and stayed president and didn't get
right.
And impeachment is an indictment.
But he was impeached. Like we're both correct.
No. An impeachment, a sitting president can't be indicted for a crime.
Okay.
If me and you commit a crime, a federal crime, we'll get an indictment letter. You are summoned to court. We got a case on you. The president's version of an indictment is called impeachment.
So, if he is impeached, what changes?
That's just an indictment.
I think it's all some bullshit.
An impeachment is a fancy word for coming
it's
an indictment.
I think it's all some bullshit.
That's all it is.
Dog and pony
show. To explain to the people,
yes.
What's really being said is, no, there's no legal
bullshit. I don't even see no
legal ramifications.
But it doesn't look good on your resume, even if you beat it.
Because Nixon knew he was going to be impeached
because Watergate was
and he knew that. See, these politicians, they like the reason why they like Nancy Pelosi is because she's smart. She's not going to bring anything up unless she knows she has votes. So she's gonna. That's why she was like, no, I'm thinking about impeachment. Until she can count her votes for Congress.
Dog.
A lot of people knew that. Nixon knew the votes was going to add up in Congress.
It ain't even no purpose for an impeachment process.
Before he could be indicted.
Yeah. So there ain't even no purpose for an impeachment process.
He's not going to be thrown out of the presidency.
This is what I'm saying.
Case in the Senate.
This is why I say this. You know what I'm saying?
So what are we doing this for? To distract you from some shit that's happening.
Do me a favor. Let's stop yelling over each other.
Fuck that. No.
And during that trial, during that impeachment trial in the Senate,
yes,
more evidence is going to come out about what dude been doing.
Wait, and about the Democrats, because now they can.
Yeah. Because see, that's what this whole thing was last night. They was trying to figure out what's the rules of engagement during the trial.
Okay.
So how many witnesses can he bring? Who? What line of questioning? How far are we going back? What topics are we going to be able to talk about?
Right.
You know
Checks and balances.
It's just like the reason why you don't want to go to a trial and you would cop out of it because, like Michael Jackson, I don't want the evidence to come out that this boy didn't see my penis.
Okay.
So cut it out.
So revolutionary to Ratchet. See how quickly it eroded?
So the shit changes. So it ends up being not what they quite thought it would be, because then when you get a chance to cross-examine, now they get to go back to Hillary Clinton and the bullshit she was doing.
And see, that's why you do
and you're bringing a whole lot of stuff on the table.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So, but
because they're after stuff about Hunter Biden
or whatever else they can find. You see what I'm saying?
Well, Hunter Biden is important.
It's very important. But after the Republicans are after information about him, and Democrats are trying to make people that Donald Trump said you can't go to the Congress and testify. Now the Senate call you, the Republicans, you gotta come and testify.
And at the end of the day, nothing will change.
Absolutely not, because I don't give a fuck if Jesus came in there and said that nigga
exactly
did it.
Why
There's no purpose for
impeachment. That's exactly why I called it a
just
dog
for me, you, and
show.
Just for us to hear
it should go straight to the trial.
It's a game.
The Democrats'
it's a distraction
idea of why they want to do it, even though they know he won't be convicted, is
we need to be.
So this is an open trial. It's going to be on MSNBC, CNN, Fox, and all type of shit. Me and you, Joe Public, gets to see people testify that we didn't get to see testify in Congress, or didn't want to open their mouths,
and you know,
before the trial.
Yeah, I could dig that.
I want to say,
that's all it should
let me
be.
interject this. Y'all can call in.
Damn, I ain't interjecting yet.
No, y'all. No, I'm gonna let you talk. I just want to get the people the number, bro. I just want to get the people the number.
Come on with it.
Tonight, y'all can call in. So if you're watching the show and you've been watching the show, understand 414-231-9982. That's all I want to say.
Or 777-9311.
Well, if you won't get this show, if you do that, it'll be between
867-5309.
I don't know. Right. I see.
Oh, you don't know about that one.
Bullshit. Come on, man. That fucking whole ass 80s rock.
Okay.
All right. Ain't shit.
867-5309.
Revolutionary to Ratchet. You don't take it as law.
Just like that.
Right. Go ahead, boy. I just want to get the people the number.
Talk about it, bro.
It won't even hit same no more.
Okay.
But no. What I was saying was like earlier I said I don't see no purpose for an impeachment trial. I think it should just be a trial. If it's something, it's something. Do something. That's how our shit is. Don't no motherfucker go to court to see if it ain't no trial to see if they're gonna charge me with armed robbery.
Right.
They just charge me with armed robbery.
Right.
And then I can fuck the jail when it's over.
But like you said,
that's the same shit. So
like
what I think it is, it's a loophole for people at that level to get out of jail.
Yes,
or something. You know what I'm saying? It's a loophole to get out of
jail. Hold on, OJ. He don't
let my man do his thing.
It's all good, but I'm just saying that's it. That's what I had to say.
Okay.
You can't talk.
You can't.
I know. I had to put the phone number in, but I want people to know they can call in. So
after watching the show, like, I'm really surprised that I thought it'd be at least 2 calls in particular. I mean, I ain't trying to be like in the middle like baddest one. It's two individuals in particular. Kimberly.
Right. Don't call me Kimberly.
What's up, man?
Call it a scorch.
Where's the key to back? Come on, man. I told y'all I was gonna have my partner.
Wake up.
You know, and everybody getting all happy because he don't got it. So what's the purpose?
Well, I asked you this.
He's going to be the.
I say this
what's
to
the
black.
Purpose of spending? I'm saying, what's the purpose of spending that money on seeing if he gonna get impeached, even if he do get impeached?
Bull, I want to ask you this. You just asked a very poignant question. So I say
could be.
Okay, so I say to those of us like myself, the last election, because my choice was Hillary and him, I chose to sit it out. So this election cycle, will you go and vote against Trump? Because people always say, Trump, it's your fault. Well, hold on. But they say
that was our vote.
They say it's your fault if you didn't vote because Trump won. I say it's your fault if you voted and you voted for Trump. Stop blaming other motherfuckers. Right. It's your fault. You voted for it. 43% of white women, brothers, hold on, back up, sit down. All you brothers who got white girls.
It turned into Kevin Hart.
All you brothers who got white girls who love the ground you walk on. All you brothers who said, yeah, I had to go outside to race and find some love. All you sisters like Serena Williams who still want to try and talk to us, don't talk to us. We're listening to you no more. We're not listening. I don't care.
I'm on board with that.
I don't care if your ass get bigger than the front end of a 72 deuce and a quarter.
And it will.
And it will, right? Nobody's listening to you anymore. When you go away from us, you go away from us. Either you're with us or you're against us, who you with. So I'm saying we get all these, they tell us these are supposed to be our leaders, right? But let me tell you something. If you're a black person and you ain't with other black people, then you a coon.
We love black people. We love black people.
All the time.
You others, not so much.
Not the only reason all these brothers here on this show is because I
only
deal with
thing,
black
like,
dudes who
only
like
thing-
being
only
a black
thing,
dude.
I got a cousin, you know what I mean, that's married to a white man. I still love her.
I bet you do. You love her.
In all fairness, Kimberly Brown says she's at work. So
Yeah. Don't try to don't throw your hands up tonight. You bombed my show last night. I don't give a shit if you're at work. I was at work last night. Me and Kamar were trying to do the Warrior Report. You came for me. I was trying to where the fuck you work at. You came at me last night. Let's go. The phone 414.
You
414.
maybe you just
When I get
found
off
out
work,
she
I'll be talking again.
Maybe she just found out she had to
My
work.
Outlaw
She didn't
Radio
know.
be off the air. 414-231-9982. 414-2.
Last night.
Remember when he was crying?
That's who got y'all.
Who that?
Some disenfranchised women.
Okay.
Well,
Call them that.
That's what they is. You know what I'm saying? Disenfranchised.
All you women that love Papoose,
Aspiring to his husband, his wife's life.
ladies, if your
That's what
husband,
they're doing.
if your husband's street name is Papoose, that's kind of suspect. Masculinity. I don't care how hard you try. Now y'all did a good job. It was funny. Bull and I had a very good time. We wasn't laughing with y'all. We was laughing at y'all.
All right.
Because this dude is a made up thing. He's not
Done did that shit.
right. If she told
They're like
him,
them niggas who wear matching jogging suits with they want.
right. Ooh, right.
Nigga.
Sip ass dude. I'm in Walmart pissed off. I'm throwing ketchup and shit. Come on, son. Think about that. This kind of social thing, social conversation in which that's the hard truth is what I like to say OJ brings to the show.
Okay.
The hard truth of it.
Yeah.
How do people die? That's the essence of the people. So we cover all those things. So we do go from revolutionary to ratchet.
Yes.
I'm with the ratchet shit. I'm a cheerleader.
You
for
said
Papoose.
you with the shit.
I'm with the shit. You see me say that shit on when it was at me. I said I'm with the shit. Bring it.
So, you know what I mean? If you ain't
Not everybody.
you gonna do
What you gonna tell me about myself that I don't already know?
Man.
See, always it's funny to me when the first joke you got is, "Oh, you fat." Come on, son. That's your first thing.
Where?
I'm looking at your
Man,
sneakers.
that's not even a real
Somebody.
I'm dark skinned and skinny.
Oh, you wearing too though.
Some people like to play on the front porch. You know? Don't play a game. Just a swing the whole nine. You know what I'm saying?
So-
What you doing?
I'm saying when black women, and see, the one thing that was unique about what I did, it's a social experiment. I'm playing with y'all. Y'all just some squirrels trying to get a nut, right?
I wish you could call. I hear you.
She can.
You feel so
Whatever.
frustrated.
No. Let me say this.
I'm frustrated because I wanted to,
Here's the thing. I said me, right?
Yeah.
This was me. Never put nothing personal on my Facebook ever.
No,
Never. Ain't never put my phone. Ain't none of that. And you married.
Literally said, he said, "Can I have an opinion?" He said, "Fuck you."
Well, the good thing is they've been watching you.
Hey,
That's what I told you. Can't mix
You
well.
heard Dorito tacos, one bedroom, and shut the fuck up.
Why some put the sea moss and sunflower seeds? Because that's what we was trying to do.
right.
You know what I'm saying? We trying to do a service to our community.
Right.
Man, listen.
Trying to help
Papoose,
somebody.
check this out. Papoose is still a whipped cornball and Outlaw Radio rolls on. Right. If the shoe fit, buy a matching purse. I said it again before I take it back.
What you see, she going in.
Right. Well, call in. Anybody who
I hope
got
ain't that one of them chicks big, man, because I don't want to be wrestling with no motherfucking Kmart. You done set me up.
414-231 99.
Motherfucker ought to take you down in Walmart.
You see, I got
testosterone flowing in the room.
The juice gonna get took down in Walmart.
Well, I see, guys, depending on what type of chick she is, all I gotta do is stay away from Popeyes.
Right.
You would never see me.
Morales, Chief Morales, Alfonso. See, I wanted to do this too. We have a police chief right now, right? And like people don't understand why he is the police chief.
Likewise.
And he just got reelected. I mean, well, rehired. I shouldn't say elected because the people didn't have. And they kind of did a shotgun meeting. There's a conflict of interest on the police. And why do we have that? Because Mayor Breyer, like, you know, Chief Breyer and Mayor Meyer, like, it's a whole different story. So you got to tune in. Why do we even have the Police and Fire Commission? It's just because at one point, Harold Breyer declared himself police chief for life. He was a Svengali, and he was in tune with COINTELPRO. And you got to go and do that research. I'm not going to do it for you.
Well, checks and balances.
Yeah. So I wanted to say, you know, we have Morales. Morales is a clapper. And let me tell y'all something. Morales will shoot the shit out of you. Let me tell you something about our police chief. This motherfucker has killed plenty of people. If you just want something to reference this by, there's a case. There was a young brother by the name, his last name was Ball. He was a street dude. He was a wild street dude. And he had just done so much damage that he was locked up, and he had told his family, I'm not going to do life, right? This was about 2009, 2008. He went in the courtroom. They gave him his charges. He proceeded to take a deputy's gun, shoot the deputy, open fire, run towards the window, not understanding that the window, first of all, you're up.
I remember that shit, man.
And he jumped into it and it didn't work out. You know who killed him? Do you know who killed him?
Was that Morales?
Morales.
You bullshit for real?
Stop it. Go. Listen, man. I don't do this shit for fake. I do this shit for real.
For real.
It's before that. There's menaces to society. There's a lot of gunmen in Milwaukee. All of a sudden,
yes,
Morales murdered at least 3 of them. And you pull your gun, I'm shooting you. He moved up from a blue and white to a detective, and then ultimately became the police chief. This is who the police chief is right now. You motherfuckers don't understand. This is who he is. He's a killer. He will blow your shit off. So why did we re-elect him? Should he rehire him? Should he have been rehired?
Appoint him for a vacancy.
Why? When you look at the state of the city in Milwaukee right now with crime, and we've debated about the chase policies and, you know, the mobile drug. See, the game's changed. See, I'm from the 90s. You had a spot. Now you steal a car, put some tint on it. They ain't re-tagging no more. I just hang some plates on some mobile drug house. I sell heroin out of this car on the, and there's no chase. So when you get behind me, I take off.
Right.
So all you old niggas who think you got a solution, your ass wouldn't have been in Montgomery until A.O. Smith started hiring. You'd have been left.
In principle.
Thank you for straightening it out for me, Jason.
In principle.
Thank
in
you.
principle. Some of them dudes have some good ideas, right? You know what I'm saying? That still apply.
Somebody said, "Are you serious?" Call in.
Oh, no. They've been talking a whole lot of shit.
Somebody read it. 414-231-9982. 414-231-9982. 414-231.
He loved his wife too much for him. He didn't like that he corrects her in love and supports her on television. That makes him a cornball. Okay, so they still at you about that.
Well, let me tell you why he's a cornball.
And she says, I'm a killer too.
All right, that's Kimberly. She ain't killing shit. Listen, let me tell you why he's a cornball. Anytime you dance that dance, anytime you do the buck shuffle, you're corny and you're a cornball. This is paint by numbers. Stop it. I can get on this camera and be whoever I want to be. You don't have a clue. You don't know your asshole from your elbow on who this dude really is. First of all, his name is not Papoose. You don't even know who he is. You're believing in Paul Bunyan. You're believing in John Henry. You're believing in all these made-up caricatures. You think Popeye is a real dude.
Santa.
Who eats spinach out of a can and gets stronger?
You believe in that shit.
You said Paul Bunyan.
This is how we fallen for Jesus.
We have fallen.
Because we believe in the superhero. Y'all think the X-Men real. They ain't real. That's comic books.
Then a talking snake.
Right. A burning bush.
You see what I'm saying?
They started that shit.
White people.
Hey, come on.
Darwinism. We evolved from monkeys.
It's a lot more.
We came from two white people who had two sons.
Right.
I like how science, by definition, is something that can only be proven, but then they give you the Big Bang Theory.
Yes, sir.
And they give you evolution. You know what I'm saying? Those sorts of things. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Fairy tale. There's nothing wrong with a fairy tale. See, I read comic books when I was young, and you know what I would do when I read comic books? I allowed my mind to drift into some fantasy. I knew that was fantasy. I knew it was no such thing as mutants. I knew that I didn't have eyes.
But there are such things as mutants.
Well, hold on. In terms of how I read those comic books, I knew the Thunder God wasn't my guy. I wasn't friends with Thor.
Hey, Aaron Brown got a point. Them reality shows be fake. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? They gonna pay you to act a certain type of way too. You know what I mean? We was just talking about that last night. Okay, if we gonna sign you to this contract,
not only
we gonna portray you like this, and this is what you got to do. You got to act this part. You got to play this part.
But not only the reality shows is fake. It's called television programming for a reason. All this shit is fucking phony.
Ernestine Smith.
Stop it.
Ernestine Smith. You said this is hilarious. 414-231-9982.
99.
414-231-9982.
231-9982.
Ernestine, call in. Tell us why.
I think for the most part, man, he doing that shit.
She said you still. I said I read comic books when I was young. I'm a man. When I became a man, I put away such childish
But you still watch the Avengers. You
okay, bro. It's the highest grossing movie. A lot of y'all watch that shit.
I'm just saying.
Highest grossing movie.
Don't distance yourself from it. Stand up and get in front of that.
I'm going to see Star Wars this week.
All right. Right. Listen, some of y'all go to church and hear science fiction all every Sunday.
Right.
That's called the what's that fantasy like The Hobbit.
There was a talking
Game of Thrones.
There was a talking serpent.
Oh, snakes do talk though.
Do they?
They say, "Get the fuck away from me, or I'll bite you
and eat this apple."
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. 414-231-9982 is Outlaw Radio. It is from revolutionary to ratchet.
Ratchetness.
But because we will go, and you gotta understand,
debauchery.
There's a spectrum.
I actually like ratchet shit.
I heard.
I like ratchet shit.
Right. Talk about the ratchet.
Ratchet shit is funny.
Okay.
Isn't it?
What's ratchet?
Depends on what you're talking about. It's very broad.
Well, the only ratchet thing ain't funny to me is East Burla. I don't fuck around over there.
Ratchet is serious to the ratchet people.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
You know what I'm saying? It's serious to some
like,
people. It's
like
hilarious if you're not.
You play ratchet. You play ratchet. You ain't for real ratchet.
No,
you leave when the shit get hot.
I'm saying leave when it get hot. I put on my interview voice real quick and be like, "Oh, I don't know those Negroes."
London Brown.
Oh, wait, she got on
London Brown.
Who's the Negroes?
3 Pop.
London Brown was popping.
Stop begging me.
What?
You asked for that. Now I have to walk out of my job, doing my job, but you got on my nerves so bad.
No, you had your friends with you last night. You was extra Brody. What's popping? I got my whole gang with me.
Dog said you jumped him.
The only reason I wasn't online is because I'm working. Because if I wasn't working, I would have been online ripping into y'all the entire.
You ain't ripping shit. This is Outlaw Radio. You lose.
I don't care what.
Yeah. What's popping? Right. Yeah, you better get on the plane and get your ass up here quick. You get a Cessna with.
I'm gonna clarify.
It sounds like an argument over a big wheel.
I love that the way Papa portray loving his wife on television. I don't care what his name is. I don't care if it's an act. What I said is what I see. I like that. I like how supportive he is of her, how he corrects her in love. That is what I like. I don't need you to compare it to comic books because you still read comic books.
I'm listening to you now, so that's proof that I read comic books.
You're out here being a fake vegan.
I'm not even a vegan. I say all the time I'm not a vegan, right?
You are.
No, Bull, what do I say? Bull is the vegan. What do I say, Bull?
You say
Straight
you
up.
the only fat dude.
You know who Papoose is? What? Papoose is that nigga
I don't.
who do anything not to pay rent. Right. That's what
I love
you.
That
nigga is.
I love you, baby.
That nigga is a wintertime nigga. You don't know how he treat her. You don't see nothing but what the cameras show you. You don't even know him. Papoose is not even his real name.
What the camera is showing. I think you're neglecting the fact of what I'm saying here. I'm saying what is shown. That's what I'm not saying he's perfect man, but I'm saying in the episodes that they show.
Oh, we got other callers now. You got to sum this up, London. We got other callers now. You got to hurry up now. This ain't last night. This tonight.
Well, I'm just letting you know. That's all I have to say. Don't thank me, okay? Because I'll have to phone line.
Well, you know what? You get on the plane and get up here, then I'll be to see you. Meet me in Lincoln Park. We'll put it like that. On everything. Right? On my mama, as they say. I'm out of here. Like Elvis.
Peace.
Keep calling, man. Oh, okay. We got some more. We got heat. You are live on Outlaw Radio. What's popping?
Hey, what's happening, family? Peace and blessings, man. Y'all, Black Power.
Peace, Black Power.
I wanted to get in on that conversation. You know, I want people to understand that, hey, all of this, what we're seeing is all distractions. Keep us doing the same thing we doing.
Talk about it.
You know?
Yes, sir.
Not having our business.
Who this? My brother, who is this? Who? Okay. Okay, we just want people to know
where
who
you
Yeah,
from.
Nate Sherry from the Black Panther Party.
Okay, that's what's up.
Peace.
What's that, man?
Power to the people.
No, that's real talk, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. I hear you, brother.
And that's what time it is. We keep doing the same. We keep repeating it over and over again.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm glad I got a shelf life. If we gonna keep opening this for another 400 years.
and they catch on after the first time, right? They done already changed laws and shit. We still trying to do the same thing. I hear you, bro.
And we still losing.
Yeah,
we put politicians in. We not holding them accountable. How long we been doing that?
That's what happens when you depend on white people for your existence.
It's their system. It don't matter who gets elected. It's still their systems. Yeah.
But you know the thing is, until we start sharing with each other, until we understand that it's up on us as individuals to go support other black businesses, to open black businesses, to look out for our own people, to get back to when your mother was my mother, your father was my father, and all the rest of that, like we used to do it old school. When that child walked down the street, we made sure she made it to her house. Until we get back to that point, it's gonna be the same thing.
Well, let me tell you, brother.
We know what these people are about.
Brother, you used 3 words, man. You said we, us, and our. And so I think we need to reevaluate who exactly that is. And it ain't everybody that's black. You know what I'm saying? So when we do that, we'll be able to understand who the team is, brother.
True. And then when Malcolm told us,
yeah.
I and we.
That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, where you from? Where you from, bro?
St. Louis, man.
Hey, man, please spread the Outlaw Radio, man. Help us share this goodness, man. I love how you call in and drop jewels, and I respect that.
Real talk.
Share it up there. We need your support. We got a YouTube channel, the People's Network. We all on Facebook, man. We trying to get this is OG social media, man.
We just trying to use our powers for good, brother. You know what I'm saying? So do that.
Hey, you know how we do this?
Yes, sir.
We support each other, brother.
Hey.
That's how we do this.
Teamwork makes the dream.
I got y'all.
Yes, sir.
Much love, man.
Peace.
All right.
Peace.
You know what, man? Our culture is to look at me. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look at me. Okay. You can't get together, talk about look at me. Uh-oh, we got another one. I ain't never seen a homeless Asian.
Right. Talk. Listen, that's some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
The motherfuckers that live 55 to a goddamn 2-bedroom house.
Well, somebody say you give them.
Let me get this.
Do it.
Who we got? You are live on Outlaw Radio. What's popping?
Yo, what's happening, fellas?
What's going on, man?
What's your name and where you from?
What's good, man?
Well, A-Blast, what's popping, man?
What's good, man?
Well, you've been waiting on the phone too. He wouldn't say nothing, but now he called in like, "What's up, man?"
Right. I just wanted to call to say hi.
That shit about that cornball shit is funny as well. TV is TV, man. Come on now. Motherfuckers really don't know how that nigga acts.
Right.
That nigga could be getting coached by his manager. The nigga could be getting coached by anybody to act that way.
Yeah, they paying him. He got to portray an image.
He could probably leave the set and go fuck with a couple of side pieces. Smaller
on the set, he might not even have to lead the set, right? He got a trailer.
Even what he acting like is kind of cornballish. No man actually acts like that in his home. You know what I'm saying? That's like
I was doing sound
women,
check,
just like they are, what they would dream of their man doing.
Yeah,
niggas ain't like that.
No, so listen. I also want some of the people that was in the chat room last night, and they was coming on. But listen, we getting calls from other brothers. Like these is the black men that you was talking about, right? These is their side of the story. So let's listen.
And that's the problem with the papoose shit. Now they put that image out there and shit, and you got some dimwits who look at that shit and they think that shit is real.
Right.
It's just like the influence of social media. Men is supposed to treat you like this. Men is supposed to only say that to you.
Right.
And men's responsibility is
this.
Out of here. And now they brainwashing grown ass women.
What about what you supposed to do?
Exactly. That's what I was just finna say.
Nigga. What's one-sided?
And don't nobody want to work.
Hey, Blast, tell you what women think they're supposed to do.
Hey, Blast.
Everything is ID.
Much love, man. I'm sorry.
And
we got to keep the line clear.
All right, listen, we appreciate
that's why I said we got, everybody got to work on themselves.
Absolutely. I'm sorry.
You got to, man. Because just don't keep you in the blame game. Work on yourself. We all got issues. Women and me.
Right. So stop. And see, one thing I kept saying, which nobody listened to, is I gave you one man's opinion. Most of the women that came on the post kept saying, y'all.
Oh, they circled the wagon.
As my partners, y'all know, I ain't call nobody, did I?
No.
Did I say, oh, this is what I'm going to say? We didn't slap five and agree. This was my opinion. But all I kept saying is y'all. You watch too much TV, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You need to talk to people. Come on, man. Let's get it.
Stop letting them tell you about us.
Outlaw Radio.
From
Revolutionary to Ratchet on the Thursday night, 414-231-9982. Anybody else want to call in? We ready for all the smoke? Let's get it in. We will cover the gamut because I'll talk about Lizzo with her big nasty ass now. So they done gave her, and I explained it. I laid it out. If you don't understand who Sarah Bartman was, then you don't understand the exploitation of the black booty. See, y'all new to this. Sir Mix-a-Lot taught you this. He didn't teach me that. I've understood that the anatomy of a black woman is way more voluptuous than a white woman.
How about beware?
I've dealt with enough white women to know.
How about beware anytime your enemy is giving you accolades?
Right. I feel like it's
anytime you're getting rewarded and pat on the back by the people that's trying to destroy you.
And
that should raise.
I think that's a way for them to make overweight black women feel like that's cool to be fat and overweight.
Type shit. Now,
well, it is cool. If you fat, be fat. I'm just saying, understand that it's because there's healthy fat people, just like there's skinny people.
Absolutely.
There's some skinny people.
But the thing of it is don't celebrate second place.
That's not normal.
Listen,
I see some sick ass niggas like,
don't celebrate second place. Some people is just meant to be big. Look at the size of Kev's hands and wrists and look at mine. I have a genetic disposition to be small. He apparently.
Well, we feel it.
He done did a lot of damage to his hands and wrists.
Well, so the thing of it is don't celebrate.
I don't know. I was gonna go with you because we feel niggas, but I felt like you alluded to some masturbation.
But he's right. You can be healthy and be big.
Right.
And especially if you use both hands, it don't really matter.
Carry with some class.
I'm talking about football.
Exactly. No matter who you are, carry yourself with class.
Carry with class. The skinny bitches out here who don't carry themselves with class who look a damn fool. I'm gonna do it your way.
Let me shout out to some of the people.
Please.
Julie Field. Welcome to the show.
Bitches look crazy with them big ass shoes on that.
Hey.
Julie Field, shout out. She said it's winter. Kimberly Brown is still in there doing what she do. Sally Perry, she said right work on self. Julie Field said ignorance is bliss. LOL. Keisha Queen them said we should be healthier. And you're right, my sister. This is why we do the Warrior Report on Wednesday nights, because that's normally where we approach.
Well, leave Papoose alone.
Well, right, but I said something about Papoose, so last night it was supposed to be about wellness, became
scorching.
Right. Like, so I'm here tonight saying I'm still standing on it. He's a whipped cornball.
Yeah.
He's on a cornball show. Tell me what's your favorite Papoose song? What verse? See, I'm a hip hop aficionado. That's why I know Papoose is one of the rawest rappers ever. But
so you know he should know better.
He's pigeonholed. But now you do what you got to do to pay that goddamn rent.
Right. He should know better.
Let me say at that point,
Jim Jones ain't acting like that on that one.
So
he knows better.
So speaking of Jim Jones, that brings me around to your boy Kanye.
Oh shit.
Because he's doing some Jim Jones type, buy some land and get these motherfuckers over here in the name of Jesus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Relinquish all your possessions and let me tell
you. Talking about Kool-Aid Jim Jones?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm talking about
the real one.
Yeah, I'm talking about Jim Jones.
The Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
That's what I call him. The white old Kool-Aid man.
White Jim Jones.
So other than the white and he's black, they got a lot of similarities of the bullshit they got going on, bro.
Kool-Aid man.
We've seen this movie already,
Absolutely.
Right?
I know how that shit is.
So somebody asked me to check him out, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, so I did check him out, and I'm gonna tell you, man, listen.
That's me.
You said cornball to death, so I ain't gonna call him a cornball. But I'm gonna just say the dude is dangerous, right? Because right now he decided that he's going after the gullible.
You talking about who?
Kanye, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
He done bought land. Wait a minute. He done bought land. And he just got to the point where he's tax exempt as a religious entity.
Yeah, I think he was building something on that, and he had to stop working because of some.
This dude is doing. He's on some different.
Kanye. And that album, listen, honestly, musically, that's not a bad album. And once again, this dude is a musical genius. This is why he's
saying we didn't question that.
No,
that's the same shit.
I know, but I'm just saying, just from a hip hop perspective.
Yes, sir.
That album that he made, you think about it.
Talking about this last one.
Yeah, the religious one. It's actually not. It sounds very. The music he put together, it's good, man. Especially if you my age, you got to really get to the point where you starting to understand who God is and what God is and what that means, and that energy of spirituality versus religion. See, when you get older, you start to classify things because everything belongs in a certain cabinet. Like shit ain't just laying all over the countertop. We're gonna put some shit in some cabinets.
So is it just a nice song, or is he talking about something? Having a nice song, talking about something.
I'm saying
I'm not gonna listen to it because
not either. I don't want to hear that.
For the same reason you won't listen.
I don't care about the messenger. Just let me get the message.
What message is he really bringing?
We
understand what religion is. Regardless of what religion, so you can sing and dance and dress it up or whatever, it's still a goddamn pig. You know what I mean?
Hold on now. She says, Julie Phil says, who says, my uncle never ate bad or drank and smoked, but died on the treadmill early one morning. She said, when the numbers up, healthy or not. And then she said, 5% body fat, y'all. LOL. Yeah, okay. Who said 5% body fat?
Well, she's talking about her people
that
killed over.
I'm sorry. Let's not fool people.
I'm sorry.
That shit just don't happen like that.
That passed away.
Sometimes you have inherent diseases that will come and get you when it's time.
What I know is everybody born with a certain amount of.
Okay.
And if you live out those heartbeats, you die.
Right. Until the white man can figure out.
Now we can do some things to shorten them heartbeats.
But do you even die? You transfer energy. Energy is not destroyed or created; it only transfers form.
Right.
So you just do something else. You don't die.
You come back.
See, let me tell you, because I believe that's one of the things that the worst thing that they taught us is to be scared to die, and that's why we won't fight for our shit.
Oh, good point.
You know what I'm saying? They taught us fear of death.
Yeah.
But if you go back to our ancestors, they wasn't scared to die. They saw it as a transition. Some of them even said that's when you start living.
I think
don't shed a tear for me, homie. I ain't happy here.
I disagree. I think our ancestors was scared to die. That's why they sacrificed freedom.
We had
ancestors
that jumped off the boats into shark infested.
See, that's why I love Tupac. He got something for everything.
I'm talking about
and then even after they got to the land, you got some who chose to die instead of live through this shit.
But you know what? Niggas these days ain't
and
scared
who's to
to
say
die.
they wasn't better off?
Niggas these days ain't scared to die.
No, our youngsters are not.
Niggas are scared to miss the party this weekend.
Well, here's the thing, but they dying for the wrong shit.
I don't want to die right now. Just gonna be going down at the club.
They're not scared to die for.
So that's why I'm not fighting for shit.
They're not scared to die for disrespect.
That's just like police who will sit up and watch their white partner sit up and beat your ass, and you be like, dog, why you letting them do this to me? Nigga, I got a mortgage.
Fuck your mortgage.
I'm finna go to Mexico.
You know what they argument.
So if but here's the thing: believe in a God and then think God give a fuck about your mortgage.
Okay.
This is whatever
God helped me pay my mortgage. I thought he had half on it. I thought he had 5 on it.
Hey, well, you know,
he didn't have to kill nobody to do it.
Kanye saying he was telling the people that he Jesus.
It's right.
Kanye telling the people that he Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And like whenever somebody asks me if I believe in Jesus, first thing is I say is I think I'm Jesus.
Okay.
And then I have to go back and tell them about why Christianity was first created, so you can understand your path. Jesus walked the walk, and that was the path that you're supposed to understand about yourself. So it's really Jesus was supposed to be you in the beginning, until it was plagiarized and flipped and turned into some shit that can enslave some people.
I told y'all we'll go from revolutionary to ratchet. We just got to talk about Lizzo.
You know what I mean? I say I'm Jesus.
And it ended up
I should go tell the motherfuckers I'm Jesus, so maybe I could be Texas in too.
Yes. Sally Perry, she said, I don't care what nobody says. Most women are not comfortable being fat, and they can lie to themselves all they want. Healthy? Hold on, let me get all her comments now. I got to get it in. Okay, damn, her shit's long. She said, healthy living is where it's at. Call in, especially as Black people. Hey, you got to call in. My sister, 414-231-9982. Your comment is deep. I can't read all that.
You know what? That's the same thing. Like, no offense, but women be like, bald men are sexy. Bald men don't want to be bald.
I do.
That wasn't a choice.
Well, hold on,
boy. The hairline went away.
Well,
I cut my hair bald before my hairline.
You gonna say that with 2 bald heads?
I made an exception to the rule because I cut my hair bald before my hairline went away.
Now, and that's just like
now I can't grow the shit.
Fat women don't want to be fat either. That depends on how fat. Well, that depends on if you're shaped like this.
Fat women don't want to be fat.
Or if you're shaped like a Coke bottle. Because you could be 145 pounds and have a fucked up shape.
Right, that's true.
And nigga ain't gonna fuck with you.
You can't be 140.
You can be 290 pounds and shaped like a bottle, and nigga be like, I'm gonna knock that motherfucker down.
Yeah, some dudes will knock that bullet down too, though.
Yeah, a lot of
well,
dudes
that's
knock
where they
that
get it
bullet
from. You see, you can't make this confident.
I done seen some of y'all, baby.
But hey, bottom line is, all fat women want to lose weight. I ain't never met a fat woman that said, I don't want to lose weight. Don't help me.
I know some.
I don't. I'm talking about the fat women that I talk to about health. Don't none of them tell me, no, I don't want to lose no weight. I just want to do this.
Type shit. But I know women who know. I know women who know.
I see that
ass gonna disappear if she loses.
I want her to call in. You want to read it?
I'll type the number in for her.
I don't know how you gonna get out of here.
Don't worry about that, y'all. Just keep talking.
You don't worry about that. You trying to bust me.
Shit.
Oh, we all the time.
Y'all just keep talking.
No. Look, I want to put the nail in the coffin for Papoose. Because we ain't gonna never speak on this again.
I don't know who
we had fun with it, right? It was fine. Bro, there's a reason why as good as you can rap, nobody takes you serious. You're not even mentioned. You ain't in nobody top 500, right? Nobody, like my brothers and them didn't even know who you were. Like I referenced you because I stay akin to social media and pop culture just because I do this show. Had I not been trying to always have a base for the show in terms of what's trending and what people are talking about, I wouldn't have known who you are either. I'm saying you are an MC at heart. You got something in you that nobody else can do. You chose to subjugate yourself. And I know you love her, and I get that because you're supposed to love a woman. Like I'd rather have you loving her than be in love with Africa Bambaataa or something. And we know how that shit ends up. So I'm saying to you, brother, it's okay, but don't get mad at me when I call a spade a spade. And I'm an old school cat, and I'm off the block, and I got street cred just like you think you got New York. In my city, I got that kind of thing. On my bricks, I'm true to it. So you can come up here with, Remy and all that. That shit don't shake no motherfucking leaves on the tree.
Yeah.
The only thing cooking is the peas in the pot. They wouldn't be cooking if the water wasn't hot.
Oh, shit.
So I said what I said. You're a cornball, whipped dude on a cornball show. The nails in the coffin. Hey. 414-231-9982. We don't got that much time left because I ain't gonna keep giving y'all free stuff. So if you want to call in, let us know if you disagree or agree with anything we've said. It's Outlaw Radio from Revolutionary to Ratchet.
What's your perspective?
Yeah, let us know what you want to say. If you called in earlier and I cut you off, call back. Yeah. I thought somebody else was gonna call. Right?
Call waiting.
Right. It is what it is. Yeah. OJ, what's poppin', man? What you got going on this week, man?
You know what? I just started a different job, man, and I have been sitting at home feeling like one of them niggas the last 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
You know, one of them niggas. Mm-hmm. Nigga, how you got time on your hands and you need some money?
Did you play video games?
Hell no. You got that video game.
I feel guilty playing a
video
game.
Right.
You got that right over there. I ain't on that shit, man. So I always try to stay busy, man. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Because, even if I ain't, having to do stuff for a white motherfucker for money, I can make some on my own too.
Okay.
So you always try to tell people you never have one strand of income. You always try to have
multiple revenue streams.
Right. You know what I'm saying? A few more ways to make money.
Be the change.
Absolutely.
Bull, what's poppin', man? You got iBoomerang. You got.
They got the iBoomerang.
You a celebrity.
That's all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you want to save money traveling, you want to even write it off.
Right.
Inbox me and I could get you some information on how you could do that. That's what the iBoomerang thing is all about, to put it in a nutshell.
Me too.
I'm also doing a little speaking engagement. It's actually like a private party. It's actually like a private party or something. A sister asked me if I come talk to her and about 15 of her friends about mental wellness.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that Saturday night. I'm always in something, man.
I know, man. You
do the mental wellness and the physical.
Man, he does it.
That's what when I say I'm a holistic health and wellness coach, you got to understand that holistic. You're dealing with, when you talk about holistic wellness, you're talking about wellness of the mind, body, and spirit.
Let me ask you this: not that you would ever do anything like that, but if you wanted to, you could put roots on the motherfucker, right?
I could what? No, I can't do that.
You don't know voodoo?
You don't know that. You don't deal with the Wicca or nothing like that.
You can't get one of those stone balls with the little thing and make them.
I don't deal with it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what I deal with is I work with the ancestors. My ancestors.
But the ancestors used to.
What if a bitch put it on me and I need you to get it off?
Right, ancestors know how to do that.
You can't get it off in my ass.
I can tell you what to do to shake stuff
like
that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I can tell you how to shake bad
That's what's up.
That's easy.
No, that's real. Your mama never warned you about them Creole women?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Y'all gonna stop eating spaghetti everywhere you go.
Yeah. You're gonna stop leaving drawers at the women house.
See? And that's that shit I learned in Jackson, Mississippi.
I hope you didn't learn it the hard way, my brother.
No. See, when I heard the shit when I first touched down, I was like, oh, okay. So even here now, I count my drawers.
Oh, yeah.
You know what she said to me last night?
You killed me.
One more chance. 414-231-9982. You want to shout out somebody? You want to give up love? It's the end of the year. We're about to go into the holiday season. I told you. If I bring this phone in,
Christmas Wednesday.
I know. Yeah, it's coming. It's on your ass. It's on your heels, Mr. Postman.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell people though, this is a labor of love, man. You feel how you feel, man. So everything that you want to do, you should do it as long as it hurts nobody else. As long as nobody else suffers from what you do. Pursue, be you, do you, man. It's okay to have an opinion. This cancel culture that's one thing coming from 2019. He just tore the whole goddamn studio fucking down. Like, this shit's crazy right now. What the fuck, man? Just leave it alone.
I gotta pee. I
over time, goddamn.
I want to tell people, man, the phones will be up from now on. This is what we do. It's Outlaw Radio.
Oh, really? This is gonna be the norm.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, we gotta get it popping then.
Well, shout out to KT, man. KT Killing. He gonna come in here and do some camera work for us. We're gonna make this thing flashy, man. Have a gassery. It is what it is. Razzle dazzle. I just want to tell people, like, trying to explain yourself, or you can spend your whole life explaining yourself. So either trying or doing. Either way it goes. You're gonna be who you are. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. You know, stop looking back at tomorrow and worry about yesterday. It doesn't make sense. It'll come to you. My uncle said it'll come to you, man. Stop looking back at it, man. I love all y'all, man. I appreciate all the support. Hit like, hit share the show, man. Let these cats know. Let these cats know in Milwaukee, man. There's more than one way to skin a cat, man. We ain't got no backing by nobody except the people. So if somebody want to talk to the people in 2019,
that's gonna be nice.
It's gonna be beautiful. Stop playing with
real
me.
interesting.
Come on, man. And shout out to the sisters who tried to bomb the show tonight. I think you know, you may have made 100 miles of running, but I made no Vaseline. I holla.
Wakanda forever.
Man, you still on YouTube.
I know. YouTube goes last.
Yeah. These days we have a little segment.
Shit.
What goes on YouTube at the end of the show.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When the dude